So guys, is David here, and I hope you guys are doing well and like always are doing better than yesterday. So today I have officially finished my mini cut and my end weight was about 81.5 kilograms, zero point 0.2 kilograms off my goal weight from the start of my mini cut journey. Of course, I did have a few slips up, which eventually led me to just go full carnivore and just try to strip down as much fat as possible. But really, I am just stripping out more glycogen and water out of my body by doing that. Now, I could have gone one more week like I have initially planned, but I choose to use next week as my deload week, as my first week of reintroducing carbohydrates, re-eating above maintenance to actually eat at my lean bulking calories, which is 3,000. Quite surprising, to be honest, because I was bulking on 3,500 and I looked like an absolute fat fuck. So I'm going to do that next week. Already did that today. And what really made me question my whole diet plan was that, being on carnivore for so long, not eating carbohydrates and just tasting delicious fatty meat, like tonight sitting there on my kitchen table just eating potato and oats, just made the carbohydrates seem so pointless, because I was doing fine without carbohydrates and I felt good. My body was not bloating whatsoever. So if you totally hate bloating, like your bloating stomach, whatever, like eating carbohydrates will do that to you, right? And I'll just be sitting there eating carbohydrates and I'll look at the food I was eating. There was no flavor and there was literally no nutritional content whatsoever. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, maybe I could bulk on carnivore, right? Maybe I don't need carbohydrates. But then that is an energy source, right? Carbohydrates will allow you to push harder. It will fill up your muscle, make it more full and stuff. So it's definitely a very crucial micronutrition, right? And we cannot neglect it simply because one extreme of a diet worked favorably for you in a few days or a few weeks. As we know, extreme diets is not sustainable. It is definitely not good for your health nor longevity. And a balanced meal is always the best approach in this situation. So I guess it was just really fascinating for me to really take some time away from my normal diet to try something so extreme for the first time, and to really change my whole beliefs about eating carbohydrates and how my body actually felt trying something new. So it was definitely a great experience nonetheless. But today, everything has gone great. Actually everything in the past few weeks has gone absolutely amazing, guys. Like ever since I started to take life seriously, life's just been purposeful, right? Life just feels like it has meaning. And the progress on my application was going totally great. And although I really hope to finish my application today and really get it up online, I didn't see a lot of unforeseen events and bugs and errors and things that I will have to eventually go back and totally redo. But I'm glad these errors have encountered, or I'm glad that I'm encountering these errors and problems, because it is like a reward when you solve the issue, right? Yes, I am not coding myself. Yes, I'm using AI to code it for me. But still, it is understanding that you don't have to back out when a problem comes your way. You don't have to become so stressed and pull all your hair out simply because you don't understand how to fix or overcome your current problems and issues in life. And I think this is one thing that it has taught me to be so valuable, is to regulate yourself, right? You don't have to go insane when something hard or difficult or something that you are unsure of encounters or happens, and blocks your path. Because eventually you'll find a way. And if you just keep knocking at its door, eventually you open it. And when you open it, you realize that the prizes and the mystery, the reward behind that door is infinitely gonna bring you more joy than if you were to just cut yourself short before you can even see any progress being made. So yeah, definitely a lot of progress has been completed, and I'm gonna keep on hammering at it until I get it fully completed and up online. But tonight I will definitely not be sleeping because Iman Gatsi's money online making 2.0 challenge is up in 12 in the midnight, which is something I don't want to stay up for. But either way, I'm gonna learn something from that live stream. So I'll probably have to figure out my sleep schedule later on, as that is currently not my concern. But for the rest of the time being, before that happens, I'm gonna just chill out, relax, and perhaps even just check out Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, I was really thinking about just returning the game, but I got this PC, and just why not check it out. Would I regret the decision? Probably not, because I have completed everything I want to, and that is the most important thing, right? Like, your goal is to not punish yourself. Your goal is to set your priorities, right? Your goal is to understand what you should be doing and getting it done before doing anything else. And I do believe if you can master that, then you have literally better discipline than someone who just resists, like just goes on the extremes and say nothing, no to anything. Because eventually something will happen. Eventually, an unforeseen event, or perhaps your situation may change that will totally disrupt your routine and regimen. Now, if you are someone who cannot bounce back, or if you are someone who cannot bounce back sooner or perhaps quickly when your routine or discipline is disrupted, then you'll fall into the cycle of self-pity and self-guilt. And to then recenter your attention and focus will take some time. But if you can have these distractions right in the background and choose when you want to be distracted, I mean, that is just pure willpower, guys. So that is something I will focus on. And that being said, guys, I am going to end it here tonight. Again, a lot of me just yabbering and talking on a lot of nonsense again. But I just can't really express to you guys how excited I am with all the progress I have been making. And it is just really amazing, like seeing this application just build from the ground up, and just being so shitty at the start, and finally coming together. Obviously, you guys have not seen what the heck I am talking about, but tomorrow I will probably show you guys for first time on this channel, and yeah, it'll be totally amazing. So with that being said, I hope you guys had learned something from this, but if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.